Hi guys, welcome back to That Crazy Life with the DeVores fam. This is just going to be a chat, and I wanted to show you a really good deal I found at Albertsons on Friday night. So Friday night we ran to Albertsons because I needed milk, or I needed something quick, and that's like the closest grocery store to us. And Albertsons has really good like day-old bakery stuff, and then behind that rack they put out just random stuff that's on sale, and they have like a ton of shampoos and conditioners on clearance. And I'm going to show you because I stocked up, because the Pantene stuff was $1.06 and the Tresemme stuff was $1.20, like unheard of. And the Dove, I think there's one Dove product, I think that was $1, and the Suave was like 80 cents. So I stocked up. We go through a lot more conditioner in this house than we do shampoo, just because I do have 4 girls that have really thick hair. My green tea with honey. It's Tuesday, but I mopped and swept a day early because we had some snow and it's super icy, and the kids and husband were dragging in lots of mud and ice, and it was disgusting, so I had to mop today. I've got Jillee and Wesley home today. They're not feeling well. They have runny noses, and I think this cold, like, we just can't seem to shake it. But they're not sick. There's no fever, there's no body aches, it's just a runny nose. But I can't send them to school like that because the schools are at high risk right now, so I just kept them home. And even I am stuffed up, so I'm still drinking the green tea with honey. But let me show you what I got, because I could not believe the deal. Because Pantene, what's it go for? And the big bottle was the same price. They go for like what, $4 or $5 at Walmart or Target. So I was very pleased. And FYI, I'm using my phone. Had some issues with my camera. I made a vlog yesterday, and it was like 30 minutes long because I thought, okay, I've got a camera now, I can make longer chit chats. It did not want to upload to my phone or my computer, so we got online to look like on YouTube like how that works. And they say for like longer videos like that, or if you have multiple short videos, you need like a little reader. So I have to go buy it like at Best Buy. It's like 10 bucks. Not a big deal, but I don't have it yet, so that's why I am using my phone. So I got all of this for under $10. Maybe it was like 11 with tax, but I mean, come on. So I got the curl stuff there for Jillian and Kennedy, and then some thickening stuff for myself, and there's conditioners for the girls. I mean, look at this, it was only $1.06. I could not believe it. The most expensive one was the Tresemme. That was like $1.20, I think. And like these little Suave ones were like 80 cents. So I don't know, that was a really good deal. I don't know, the Dove, I think they were $1 something too. They weren't expensive, but there was more there, and I was very tempted to buy all of them, but I don't want to be rude. And I'm glad I didn't, because when we were checking out, the lady that was ringing us up was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the prices on these. And I'm like, yeah, there's still some. You should go back and buy yourself some, because like I said, like especially like Pantene, that can be expensive. So I was very happy with this little mini haul from Albertsons. We are in Idaho, so Albertsons is just a chain of groceries that we have. They're in Idaho, I believe, California, Arizona, and I think Utah. So I thought I would just kind of do a little rundown on our weekend. I'm sorry I haven't replied to comments. This is like the 3rd vlog I've attempted to make. I tried to make one on Saturday. That didn't work, and then I tried to make one yesterday, and that didn't work. And I've just been busy with appointments. I promise I will get to all of your comments, because I really do enjoy reading them and responding back to you guys. So Friday we just had like a little mini date at Costco. I needed to get some baby wipes, and then they have the Ziploc bags on coupon. So it came with like the gallon bags, the sandwich bags, the snack bags. So I picked those up, and I had made chicken and potatoes for dinner. Oh, I need to take the chicken out. I'm making chicken tacos tonight. Just reminded me. Anyway, I was still hungry because sometimes I'm just want to eat a lot. And even though we had dinner, I really wanted a Costco hot dog, and Adam was like, well, I think I'll get a piece of pizza. So we had 2 dinners on Friday night. But you know, even though we were only gone like maybe an hour and a half, it was just really nice to get out. It was just me and him, even if it was just, you know, getting a couple groceries, well, not even groceries, baby wipes and Ziploc bags and shampoos. It was just nice to just be me and him. So I enjoy that time that we get together, because we don't get it very often. Usually I'm dragging a kid with us. And then Saturday we got up early because we'd gotten some snow Friday, and I really wanted to take the kids sledding. I mean, I'm sure we'll get more snow, so I don't know why I was in like such a panic to get it done Saturday morning. But I wanted to go early because we had a skating party to go to, a birthday party that we got invited to, and that started at noon. So I wanted to try to do a vlog of the kids sledding. I love making those kind of videos. They're my favorite videos to edit. They're my kids' favorite videos to watch, like the water parks or swimming, sledding, roller skating. They love watching those. It's memories. So I was really excited to get out there. We got out there and it did snow like 3 inches, but the snow that we've been getting has been really icy. So like underneath that snow was just ice. And where we went, the hill's not very big. It's usually really easy for Kennedy to get up and down the hill. But my kids just kept falling because there was just so much ice. And I walk in this weather all the time and I'm fine. And I've even vlogged the sledding videos and I've been okay, because I have mittens and the top folds down so I can use my phone or my camera. I'm going to invest in gloves that I do not have to take off, because it was the first bad experience I had in the cold here since we've moved here almost 3 years ago. It was about 17 degrees. It was cold. There was nobody else out there, and it was like 9 in the morning. And I think because when I walk, I'm constantly moving, so my body is staying warmer. And the other times we went sledding, it was like in the upper 20s, low 30s, so it was a little bit warmer outside. I know that doesn't sound warm, but compared to like 17 degrees or like right now it's 7 degrees, that is warmer. We were out there for maybe 15 minutes and I wasn't moving. I was standing there trying to film, and getting really aggravated because I had charged my camera and the battery died within like 4 minutes. So all the footage I thought I had taken, I didn't. I looked online, I guess severe cold will make your battery die really fast. It doesn't like it. So I'm guessing that people that do documentaries and stuff like in Antarctica, they probably have really expensive equipment meant to handle the cold. My camera does not. So then I was trying to record with my phone, and then I started feeling really sick. I have a syndrome called Raynaud's syndrome, and basically I lose the blood like in my hands and my feet, sometimes like my ears and nose, really fast. It doesn't even have to be cold outside. It happens sometimes on my fingers if I'm just touching cold water or like making a smoothie or something. I have to be really careful. Always keep my hands covered when I'm walking outside. But because I was trying to vlog and I was getting frustrated because the camera battery died, I had taken my mittens completely off. And it's cold, but it wasn't a cold like where you're shaking and the wind's blowing. You don't really notice it until it's almost too late. It's the first time I've ever lost the blood to both of my hands all at once, and my feet hurt really bad. Everything turned white. I started to feel really nauseous because with Raynaud's syndrome, they do advise people not to move to a cold climate, and there's different severities of it. But I guess you're more prone to hypothermia and frostbite. It can come on quicker. I just got really nauseous, and I got actually really like hot, like I really wanted to just take my hat off and my jacket and just lay down, but I know that would be the wrong thing to do. So like I said, we were out there maybe 15 minutes, and even the kids were cold. They were like not feeling it. It was too icy. I yelled up to my husband, we need to go, I don't feel good. And so thankfully the kids didn't complain, got in the car. I didn't get any footage of the sledding. He blasted the heater, and oh, it hurt so bad when the blood started coming back in my hands. It was awful, and it took forever for the blood to come back into my feet. Like, I felt sick for about an hour and a half. It was not fun. So lesson learned, don't sled when it's that cold, and I've got to keep my hands covered. It's not worth it to make a video if it's gonna make me sick to do so. And then we went to the skating party later that day, and that was a lot of fun. My birthday is coming up at the end of March, and usually my mom or my husband or my sister or my dad will go, oh, what do you want for your birthday? And I don't know if you guys do this, like when somebody asks me what I want, my mind just automatically goes blank, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need anything. This year, I'm like, I want some roller skates. Can't decide if I want roller skates or rollerblades, because the roller rink is really inexpensive to do, especially if you have your own skates. You're not paying that rental fee. And they're 2.5 hour sessions. The kids love it. It's good exercise. It's good to do when you can't go outside because of the cold. So I think I might ask for that. And I have the Pioneer Woman quilt on my bed, and then Adam bought me those bowls. I did not realize how much stuff she has, and it's like all of my colors. Like, I don't even know how did I not know this, but yeah, when somebody asks me, what do you want for your birthday? I'm gonna be like, yeah, Pioneer Woman stuff. Love it. It's beautiful. Really want the casserole dish, and everything is just so pretty. Anyways, that's way off subject. I don't even know why I'm talking about my birthday. How did I get here? Oh yeah, okay, we went skating. It was fun. We didn't have to pay for it. It was already paid for, so that was a nice treat for our family. And we got served pizza and ice cream cake, not even just cake and ice cream. It was an ice cream cake from Baskin Robbins, and it was delicious. And the little boy, he's not little, I think he turned 12. He's one of the kids I teach in youth group. So that was a lot of fun. And then Saturday night, Adam started the charcoal because we were going to barbecue hamburgers and just have French fries. And the last vlog I made, I don't know if you remember, I mentioned our water heater wasn't working right. We had somebody come out and test it, the same people that put in our water softener. So let me back up. This house was built in 1978. It had a water softener down there, but when we moved in 2019, it didn't work, and I don't think it had worked for quite a long time. And the previous owner never replaced it. And back in September, when we got our new fridge and had the water line hooked up, and we had that pipe explode and all that stuff in September, we ended up buying a water softener, which has really helped because Ammon, where we live, has a really bad hard water situation. Anyway, so the same company came to check out our water heater, and they're like testing the elements, and he's like, yeah, it might be time to replace it, which is weird because the water heater was put in 2017. Usually they last like 20 years. So he couldn't figure out why it was not working properly. And so he gave us a quote, like on their water heater was in like installation, and it was close to $2,000 after the warranty and tax. I was like, ooh, that's steep. I think he saw our hesitation. He was actually really nice. He said, you might want to call the company where the previous owner got it from, because since it's fairly newer water heater, it might still be under warranty. I don't know why we never thought of that, but we called them, and guess what? It was still under warranty. So Adam got on the phone with the technician, and they walked him through what to look for, and they said, don't need a new water heater, you just need some new parts to it. They'll mail those out. They mailed them out for free. And Adam was confident that he could replace those by himself. He is an electrician by trade. That's what he went to school for. So the parts came Saturday. He started the charcoal to make the hamburgers, and we were all starving from skating. And he's like, oh, this is gonna take me like 20 minutes. He's like, but I gotta kill the power downstairs and turn the water off, because we couldn't just turn the hot water off, because this house is so old. Some of the things are, the pipes are like, not the pipes, where the valve to turn it is corroded from the hard water situation, that we need to have a plumber come out here, and after what happened, we need to have that done probably sometime in the next 2 weeks, because we couldn't just switch off the hot water to the hot water heater. We had to switch off all the water in the house and the power down there, because everything in our house is electric, including the water heater, and he did not want to get electrocuted. So we got everything turned off. So he thought, because the water heater is in that utility room where I have like our food storage and I store like just a bunch of stuff, and the lights were off, everything was off in the basement. I went down there to see if he needed help, and he'd already pulled out one of the broken parts, and he was showing me how corroded it was. It was really bad, and he said like this much stuff of like crap came out because the hard water had built up, and that's what damaged the piece. That's what was making our hot water not work right, because even though like my kids, like we just get after them like, hey, take 5-minute showers, not even just because of hot water, just because of the water bill, there would still never seem to be hot water in this house. Like you'd get maybe 30 seconds of hot water and then nothing. Like bath time for like Kennedy I didn't do very often because it just sucked all the hot water out of our house. Like anyway, he goes, that was the problem, is because the water softener never got fixed or replaced, and so all this hard water built up, and it just ruined the piece, whatever the piece was. I don't know what it's called. So he said, but it's easy, they gave me the part, I can change it out and we should be good to go. And he sticks the part in and he gets electrocuted. I'm gonna tell you, that was one of the scariest moments of my life. Like my heart jumped into my throat. He let go of the tool and he didn't really get hurt, but just the fact that it happened and that it could have been so much worse, that God really does. He was really watching over Adam. It just zapped him. He let go of the tool he was holding when he turned the power off, because everything in the basement was off. And you shouldn't assume, and I don't know how he would have tested it. He assumed the hot water heater was off, and it wasn't. It was still on. So when that new part got put in there, it fried the brand new part. It fried the water heater completely. So obviously we couldn't call them because they're not going to replace that. It was our fault. But at that point, I was just, he's like, I'm fine, I'm not hurt. There was no burn marks, there was nothing. It just, but the noise that it made scared the crap out of me. And I was afraid to leave his side. And he looked at me, he's like, it's okay, I'm okay. We need to figure out the breaker box. He's like, and label it so that we know which one is the water heater. He goes, but because of the Secret Santa, we still don't know from an old church, the person that sent us the money to buy the new washing machine, we didn't have to touch our emergency fund. So we still had emergency fund money, and we were able to go to Home Depot that night, purchase a water heater and pay for it cash. And unfortunately, my older son was not home, and he couldn't get home in time to help us because there was this big thing going on at the park and traffic was blocked, and it was actually a thing we were supposed to go to after we ate. It was like this big bonfire and fireworks because they were like lighting old Christmas trees on fire, and there was vendors. Anyway, we didn't get to go, but that's okay. That's okay. And the neighbor I would have asked for help, I knew was working over there, so I knew I was gonna have to help him get that water heater down the steep basement stairs, which terrified me also because one wrong move and it would have been bad, but God was watching out for us and we were able to get that thing down the stairs and unbox it. And before we did any of that, we figured out the breaker box, we tested everything, and then he labeled it which one is the water heater so that we know for next time. He got that water heater in about an hour and we had hot water and we were able to turn the water on. So it was a very crazy Saturday night with some humor in it, like when he had shut everything off and it wasn't working, like the 20 minutes had gone way by. And by the way, we never did get to eat our hamburgers, so he wasted like a bunch of charcoal because it just went into nothing. It just burned itself out. We ended up so that Saturday is when I bought all the shampoo conditioners. That's what we went to Albertsons for. I went and picked up a bucket of chicken from the deli. It was like $8.99 for a big bucket of chicken and some potato fries because everybody was so hungry. That's when I saw the shampoos and conditioners. So it was Saturday, not Friday. Friday was the Costco run. Okay, so I was confused. But it was funny when all that was going on. Allison, my oldest, her room was in the basement. She was trying to get ready because her boyfriend was coming over, and she was like, oh my God, like, why are you doing this right now? I have no power in my room. I can't take a shower. Like, sorry to disrupt your schedule. Do you want hot water or not? So if we were able to just turn the hot water off, we probably maybe could have waited till the next day to put the hot water heater in to go buy it, but it's really cold here. I didn't want to be without hot water, let alone any water. So I'm glad it's over, it's put in. Adams gets off a little bit earlier today, so he will be calling a plumber to get those valves replaced, because our plan is with our tax return is to put new carpet in, and I really don't want to put a new carpet in and then have a pipe burst or something go wrong, because then the new carpet will be ruined. So that needs to come first. That's probably going to cost a couple $100s. That my husband cannot do. He doesn't know plumbing, so we need to, have somebody professional come out and do that for us, and also put like a drain thing, because our washing machine drains down there too, and it does need a longer hose. And I guess we never thought about it, but when everything was going on, we were looking and we're like, if something were to happen, that would be bad too, because it would end up flooding the utility room. So we also need to go purchase that for the washing machine, like a longer hose, so that if something were to happen, it can drain properly. Old house, joys of being a homeowner, but now I've got to be a little bit, we're always careful with money, so it's not like we're like frivolous and just, spend tons of money. But I do have to admit, I was on the Walmart app yesterday and Amazon, and I was like just pioneer woman, like I was like all this stuff like I just wanted to buy. And no, because we need to replenish our emergency fund now, like build that back up, because the water heater after tax and everything was almost $800. I think it was $740 something. So need to replenish that again. I like to have that emergency fund for exactly things like that, or if the car is to break down, which by the way, Adam did fix his car. And then next we need to replace some spark plugs and stuff in the Expedition, but he was able to get all that fixed by himself and not spend very much money. So I'm so thankful for my husband that he is a jack of all trades besides plumbing, that he was able to do that stuff by himself, because that saves a lot of money, because he can work on cars and put in water heaters. And we thought about putting the carpet in by ourselves, but that I don't know if that would be a smart thing to do with so many kids, and probably better to just hire somebody in Home Depot. It does have a special right now where they will put in the carpet and move the furniture and take your old carpet. So we're not going to be putting carpet in the basement. I'm just going to have to hit thrift stores and try to find some really big throw rugs to keep down there. Don't want to put new carpet down there right now because eventually we want to add a room on down there and redo some of that basement and tear out the wet bar on that fireplace. That's just decoration. It doesn't even do anything. It's wasted space. There's like a whole 5 feet of space behind the fireplace down there. I'll have to show you guys sometime. So it'd be dumb to put a new carpet to rip it out. So that is it. That is my vlog for today. Let me know how everybody is doing, and please go to the description box. We do have a P.O. box. My kids, especially my younger ones, love to get letters and have pen pals. They just like getting mail and seeing their name on things. So if you want to drop them a note, sometimes I'll do it in this one, I'll put the kids' ages and names in there for you. Thank you, Karen. I'm working on your letter. I was coloring you a picture to send with it. Me and Jillian have been, my 10-year-old, have been really into coloring lately. It's been our thing to do. And she's already written you back, so I'm gonna mail that out to you today, Karen. She was so excited to get a letter, and Dad, Jillian, was so excited to also get a letter from you and to know that your Karen also wants to be pen pals with her. So she is super excited to have all these pen pals. She loves to write. She's been asking for like stationery and things like that, so it's really cute. And I'm still looking for the tea set for Kennedy. I think I might actually just start looking for an adult one that we could all use and have tea time. I was watching Coffee with Kate's channel, or she's drinking coffee, and she had, it was funny because I watched it after I had made that vlog. She was having a tea party with her boys using regular sized teacups and stuff. I'm like, oh, you know, maybe I'll do that, and then everybody can use it. We can actually put real tea in it and stuff. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna get going, and I think I'm just gonna read. I've checked out like 17 books from the library yesterday, and I'm reading this one called Little Heathens, and sadly I already forgot the name of the author. I just started it, but it's like her story of growing up in Iowa during the Great Depression on a farm. It's really good. It got referenced in the Weird History YouTube channel. I love that YouTube channel. It's so fascinating. I like to watch the videos. They have a playlist, so I like to watch the videos of what people ate like during different eras. I don't know, it just fascinates me. And so they kept referencing this lady, and forgot her name. I'll link it though. It's a good book. It's an easy read, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. All right guys, chicken tendies.